Welcome back to Black and White Life Coaching. I'm Brad Richard. It is Sunday and it is time for another video. I want to thank you for joining the channel, and I want to thank all the new subscribers to the channel. I really appreciate it. So let's get started. I also want to remind you to check out the Black and White Life Coaching playlist. There's many videos in there, and a lot of the videos in the past that I've done, they tie into today's video. So you can, at the end of this video, you can check out the Black and White Life Coaching playlist in the upper right-hand corner. Just click on that and you can go through all the videos from start to finish. We started with Left Behind. What you left behind might surprise you. That would be the first one, and you can go all the way through. So this week, we are going to talk about the no-go list, what it is, how you make one, and how you use it as a tool, as a technique. So this is a tip, okay? The no-go list is something very simple. It is a list that you make that writes out, that puts out individual things that you won't do, that you won't accept, and that you won't do. For example, something that you just absolutely won't do, okay? If this is going to be maybe a bad example, but if you have a fear of water, okay, working on a cruise ship may be an absolute no-go, okay? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be willing to work on a cruise ship if you had a fear of the water, okay? So on the no-go list, you can start with about 6 items, and then you can add to it. You can start with 3 items, however many things you want to start with. But it is a list to help you identify the things that you aren't willing to do, or things that you aren't willing, to experience, okay? And that's why it's called the no-go list. These are the things that you just won't do. And the reason why that is important is if you know what you won't do, okay, you can save a lot of time and energy on those things by saying that is something that I just won't compromise on. That is something that I just won't do. And when you have that identified, it's easier to come up with the things that you are willing to do. When it comes to goals and dreams and our lives and things that we want to put together and things that we want to succeed at, okay, what things may hold you back? What things may keep you stuck? Take your focus away from the goal or the dream or the lifestyle that you really want, okay, or the relationship that you want. Anything that may hold you back or that would be considered a negative, maybe a negative pattern, a negative thing that you have did repeatedly throughout your life, and it is something that is kind of ingrained in you. It's a pattern, but you don't like that pattern and you want to break it, okay? That would be a perfect example of something that you would put on your no-go list, okay? So this is a tool, a technique that can be used to establish boundaries, establish where you stand, what you will do and what you won't do, okay? And I gave you an example of that. Excuse me, there's several other examples that I could give you as well, but I think you kind of get the gist of it, okay? Ask yourself when it comes to relationships, jobs or careers, where you stand in a family structure, whether you're a mom or a dad or a husband or a wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. Ask yourself, what will I not tolerate? What will I not just take, and put that on your no-go list, okay? And keep it in front of you, somewhere where you can see it each and every day, and it'll keep you focused. It'll help you stay on track, and also motivate you to stay focused on what you do want. Your go list, okay? You have a go list let's go. And then you have a no-go list. And the no-go list is your tool to keep you on track and to keep you focused on what you want to do, your goals, your dreams, and the go list items. Okay. So I'm going to take a sip of water. My throat's getting dry. And you can just ponder on that for a minute. Okay. So this week, that's what I want to talk to you about, is a no-go list. Some of you maybe have heard of such a thing. You might be familiar with it. If you are, put a comment down in the comments. Okay, love to read your comments, and let me know how it's working for you or how it's worked for you in the past. Now, if you are unfamiliar with it, I encourage you to give it a try. You have nothing to lose. Okay, you literally have nothing to lose, and I really think it'll be beneficial to you. So that's it for this week. That is the no-go list. What it is, how you make one, I've covered that. Just get out a piece of paper, write no-go list on the top, and start writing out things that that you kind of refuse to budge on. Okay, these are your absolutely nots. These are your, I will not do this. I will not compromise. I will not accept this in my life. Okay. And once you have those identified, the way you use it is to remind yourself of your no-goes. Don't allow yourself to turn them into goes. Like, maybe just this once, maybe just one time. Okay. I would suggest that you don't do that. You leave them on the no-go list, and you stick to your guns and follow through on those no-goes. And if someone asks you to do something that is not in your best interest, that is not going to further your goals and dreams and your better life, just simply tell them, hey, that's on my no-go list. And so I can't do it. Okay, that plain and simple. It's on the no-go list. It's not something I can do. Okay, and so that's what it is, how you make it, and how you use it as a tool, as a technique to keep you focused. Okay. With that being said, I want to tell you a little bit about what I'm going to cover next Sunday. We are going to be talking about developing a reward system. And I don't want to go too deep into it because I want to cover it next Sunday. But the next video or session, okay, when it comes to life coaching, next Sunday, it will be creating or developing a rewards list to reward yourself for the go list, the things that you're doing on your go list. This is an award system that you make for yourself, giving yourself a little pat on the back, giving yourself a little inspiration, okay, or motivation to continue to pursue your go list and the things that you really do want to do. And that is next week. Okay, that'll be next week, and I think you really will enjoy a rewards list and making one, and be really shocked on how powerful it can be when you reward yourself with something as small as a Starbucks, or maybe a shopping trip to the mall, or the newest, latest gadget for the car, or whatever, motivates you. Something small, but something that you deem to be a reward for doing a good job and staying on track and succeeding. Okay, that's what that is all about. So we're going to talk about that next week, and I'll also pop out a short on Wednesday, letting you know what's coming up, and letting you know that we're going to be talking about a reward system. So be on the lookout for that. So as a recap, this week, what is a no-go list? You know that now. You know how to make one. You know how to utilize it to keep yourself focused and to keep you out of situations or actions that you really don't want to do. Okay. And that's not things that need to be done. Like, I don't want to make my car payment. I don't want to pay my mortgage. I don't want to go to work. I'm going to put that on my no-go list. There are things that we have to do as responsible adults. There are things that we have to suffer through, even if we don't like it. There are things that don't go on there. But when it comes to the no-go list, it really comes down to your personal principles, your standards, what's acceptable to you and what is not acceptable. That's really what you want to put on there. And I really encourage you to create one and use it. Please tell me in the comments how it's working for you and how it's, helping you stay on track. And just let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you, and or you can reach out to me directly and send me an email, or you can reach out to me via the contact page on the website. So with that being said, I also want to let you know that along with the YouTube channel, the Black and White Life Coaching podcast is basically a simulcast. It's what you see here on YouTube will also be published on the podcast as well. So there is the website, bradrichard.net. You can check that out. Tons of information there. Check out the coaching page if you choose to. Also, the podcast is on Spotify and many other podcast formats, so you can listen to the podcast or you can always watch the videos here on YouTube. So that's about it. I tried to give you as much information as I can, gave you a heads up on the reward system that we'll talk about next week. And I, once again, want to thank all the subscribers. Tell your friends, your relatives, your coworkers about the channel. And keep in mind that my channel is specifically for you, to make life better for you. And I don't sell anything here. There's nothing to buy here. I come to you every week with a tip or technique or tool from a life coach perspective on ways that life can be better, and that you can make your life a little bit better and be a stronger person and a happier person. So that's why I'm here, and I hope you see that, and I hope you realize it, that I am here just for you, and in numbers, but just for you, for the message. And I hope the message resonates with just you, okay, or many people. And so that's what the channel is about. So I will wrap up for this week. It has been a pleasure once again to come speak with everyone at the channel, Black and White Life Coaching. Don't forget to check the Black and White Life Coaching playlist in the upper right-hand corner, right at the end of the video, which it may have already popped up. Check it out. And I hope you join me next week when we talk about reward system. And I look forward to being back here talking with you next Sunday. But I'll end like I always do. Take care of your little me, love them, protect them, and they need you more than you can imagine. So until next Sunday, take care of yourself. Bye for now.